Well, move over, President Obama and Governor Romney. You might have some company. Reports are that Libertarian presidential candidate Gary Johnson could join the presidential debates this fall. It's true. The former New Mexico governor joins me right now. Governor, I guess the understanding is that you might hit that threshold of 15% of the polls that would automatically invite you into the debates. That might or might not happen. You're a ways from there now at about 5%, again, depending on the poll. In some states, you poll much better than that. But do you think you'll get to that 15% threshold?
Yeah, I'm believing that that will happen, Neil, and most importantly, the notion that there would actually be a debate that would take place, that I would be the only candidate that doesn't want to bomb Iran. I'd be the only candidate that wants to get out of Afghanistan, bring the troops home now. I'd be the only candidate that wants to repeal the Patriot Act. I wouldn't have signed the National Defense Authorization Act. I'm the only candidate that really believes we should balance the federal budget now. And, of course, that means reforming entitlements, Medicaid and Medicare. And I'd like to reform I'm going to promise to advocate on the part of reforming the tax system, abolishing the IRS, income tax, corporate tax, replacing it with a national consumption tax, the fair tax. So I hope I'm on stage, because otherwise I don't know if it ends up being a debate.
Well, you know, watching you in the Republican Parliament, you're a very good debater when you get the chance. I think people forget whether they like you or not. You're pretty good at this stuff. You just have to get that chance. But the argument is that you're going to hurt Mitt Romney more than you will Barack Obama, your views on entitlements notwithstanding, and that you're going to play the role of the spoiler and ensure the president's reelection. What do you say about that?
Well, actually, that has been put to the test with the polling that they have done. And in some states, I take more votes away from Obama. In other states, I take more votes away from Romney. So it bears out what we've thought all along. I'm going to take equally from both sides, and then I'm going to take from a group in the middle that ordinarily don't vote. And what I'm trying to tap into right now is the fact that there are more people in this country that call themselves libertarian than vote libertarian. So I'm asking everybody in that category to actually vote libertarian with me this one time, and let's really try and make a change.
Well, you know, when third-party candidates have been in the race, a lot of people would poll, if you had your druthers, would you vote for this person? Whether it's John Anderson in 1980, Ross Perot in 1992. I could even go back to George Wallace in 1968. A lot of people say, yeah, I'd vote for him, but I don't think he has a chance. Now, George Wallace picked up a lot of votes, and many argue at the time tipped that election to Richard Nixon in 1968. Many argue in 1992, Ross Perot prevented George Bush Sr. from being reelected. We could go back and forth on this, but throughout they all lost. And so even as impressively as they do, and Perot, 19% of the vote then, everyone says you're going to lose. So why do this?
Well, back to the debate. Is it going to be a debate, given that, our $16 trillion debt, $8.5 trillion of that is from Democrat administrations, $7.5 trillion of it is from Republican administrations. So what's the debate going to be over? Look, let's balance the federal budget now. Let's reform the entitlements. Let's get out of Afghanistan. Let's have real, true free trade. And the drug wars. There's some really big differences between
myself. You think you could win this thing, Governor? You think you could get the 270 electoral votes to win it all?
Do you know, Neil, the only scenario under which I win is if I'm actually in the debates. Of course, that could be crash and burn. That might be a lot of attention. What I need is what I need are people to go to my website, GaryJohnson2012.com, check me out, see if what I'm saying. See what I'm saying, the problems facing the country, the solutions, and that I don't have a resume to suggest that I'm not going to doggedly pursue this agenda that I'm talking about.
Governor, thank you very much. Always good seeing you.
Neil, great seeing you. Thank you.
Governor Johnson. All right.